Welcome to Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis. So Babolat has introduced these VS line of rackets starting in about 4 years ago, I feel like. And why did they do that? Which one's good for you? What are the differences? Stay tuned. Good morning, everybody. Coffee sponsor of the day is JC. JC writes, Tennis Spin rocks. Thank you for all the amazing videos and topics. JC, I appreciate you. Thank you for watching and thank you for appreciating. I appreciate you back. Thank you so much. If you want to support my coffee, dark roast, real hot habit, network is buymeacoffee.com/tennis spin. Thank you, everybody, in advance. All right, so let me take a slug of this Sumatra first. All right, so I feel like it's been about 4 or 5 years. Time flies. Maybe it's longer than that. It's probably maybe even 6 years ago. Babolat decided to introduce a Pure Drive VS. So 98 square inch head, slightly thinner beam, kind of like a player stick version of a Pure Drive. And I want to say it didn't do very well. It's still kind of stagnant. I don't sell very many of these. It's a 98 square inch head versus 100. 100 does a lot better. I don't know if they're not able to capture this type of customer, but that was the first one. They then came out, I want to say 2 years, 3 years ago with the VS. And again, it's a smaller headed Pure AERO, right? So no banana here, but more serious tennis racket, more serious AERO here for the people needing a little more control and wanting a little more flexibility, a little more spin, but don't need the big headed racket. So I'm guessing they were trying to go for higher level players, college kids who are basically, thinking that the AERO is too powerful for them. They would transition to this. Right? Again, didn't do wonderfully. I felt like this one would have done better, but it's still kind of on the slower end of their sales. And then recently they came out with the Strike VS. This is the most aggressive of the three, the most control of the three, the heaviest of the three. And I definitely feel like they're after that 4.5, 5.0 and up. Definitely college kids would gravitate to this one eventually once they can get their hands on it. I'll probably be stringing a lot of these for those college kids. I would say probably in about a year once they get used to it and start having it in their bag. Leather grip on this one. So definitely more serious. But why did they do this? Why did they come out with kind of a control line, a player's line racket for their top models? Well, they wanted to capture the better players because they felt like, the regular Pure AERO, Banana, the Pure Drive, they're meant for the club players or the high school players. I mean, they sell a lot of them, but they're not capturing the next level after they graduate from them. And a lot of the times they actually graduate out of Babolat, which is what they don't want. They want to, people to stick in the family. So here you are with these three models. So let's break it down a little bit here. Let's break it down. The first one was a VS, Pure Drive VS on a 98 square inch head. The weight, these are strung, okay? So we got 11.2, right? 4 points head light, swing weight is 317. On the firmer side though, 68 on a 98. The beam is a tapered beam, the center being the stiffest, or the thickest, I mean. So this one, for that person who wants smaller head, yet don't want to relinquish too much power, okay? So they want to keep that person from launching the ball out. I get it. It's on the lighter side too. Now, the AERO, which came out, which supposedly Alcaraz uses without too much customization. Again, a 98, just slightly heavier, ever so slightly. They did change the balance though. They made it more headlight, but the swing weight increased, which means they switched out where the weight is. So it's still handle and up, okay? They dropped the stiffness by a hair. If you look at this, right, all they did was thicken up the throat. So that's the throat area right there, like towards that 4 and 8 o'clock area, to firm it up a bit. So that's why that number remains high. In the newest Strike VS, they made the head a little smaller at 97, definitely jacked up the weight. So heaviest of the VSs, made it slightly head lighter. Remember what I told you, you make something heavier, you're going to make it head lighter so it cuts through the air faster. So if you're looking at 7 points versus 4 points right there, you're looking at 11.2 versus 11.7, right? Things change like that. Swing weight, not much difference, just a little bit more than that. But here's the big difference. They softened it up. So it's a true player stick now. It's heavier. Is it thinner though? Here's the thing. 21, 22, 21. Yes, it's thinner, right? 21 to start at the top, 22 in the middle, which is where it needs to firm up. 21, which is where it softens up for more flex. Okay, so this is the true player stick of the three. So if you're high level player, Pure Drive too powerful for you, you go here. This will definitely help you keep the ball in the court a little easier. All right, still plowing through the ball. You can add weight to that too. It's probably going to need a little bit, just a little. If you swing with a lot of spin, if you're that college kid that comes over the ball with some control, and you just don't need that banana being so big and head light, this will definitely help you. All right, if you want to be Alcaraz, right here, okay? Don't really need to even customize it very much, as Alcaraz is showing you. Now, this is the ultimate player stick from Babolat now. So if you hit clean balls, you don't need much help from the racket. You want great feel, this is your racket. I'm going to show you the beams here. Right, look at that. So there is a difference, right? You can see it. You can see it, especially down at the throat. It's thinner. Even as you move your way up towards the racket. They even look at the Strike's head guard. It even goes lower into that 3 and 9 zone to help protect the racket from, they expect that person to dig and dig harder on the balls. So they don't want this racket to crack. I'm guessing that's also adding the weight also to the racket. And it looks like it's capped. As you can see, it seals up the strings up there, like through this guard zone. So, yeah, guys, this is the family of VSs. Try them out and see which one's best for you. All right? If I was going to choose one, yeah, it'd be a tough decision. Okay, but I do like weight, as you guys know. All right, guys, thank you for watching Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis. Oh!
Great job, Aaron.
I got you, Rob, buddy. Look, I got you, Rob. Oh, man. I got you, Rob. I got you, Rob. Thank you for the weekly lesson, dude.
Aaron, oh, back toe. Again.
Oh, I got you, Rob. I got you, Rob. I got you, Rob. Now, if you want a patient pro, just like Coach Rob, hey, Play Your Court is the place. Your pro can come to you, right? They can come out to your site. All you need to do is go to playyourcourt.com. You can even get a discount there. playyourcourt.com/tennis spin.
Harry, are you sure you're right-handed?